Hello, my name is Treyev. Today is January 30th, 2023, and this is a review of the best music services of 2023. So I hope that I will be able to help you choose the right one for you. Stay with me. Thank you. Today is, as I said, January 30th, 2023, and I hope that I will be able to help you to choose the best one for you. In this video, we will do a review of Spotify, Deezer, YouTube Music, a little bit of Bandcamp and Beatport. I will also mention Tidal and BeatSource, but just a little bit. So let's go straight to the beginning. First thing that you do is subscribe. So the prices are important. What you see here are mixed currencies of both euros, BGN and US dollars. So I've tried to find what are the prices in US dollars. I will mention them in a second. Plan wise, Spotify gives us a very good surprise because they have the most various plans. All of the services do feature individual plan and family plan, and most of the services also do feature a student plan. Interesting for the student plan is that you have to annually usually prove that you are still a student in order to still have the plan. But I'm not a student, this is for you to find out. Speaking of individual plans, Spotify comes at $9.99 per month. Of course, ad-free music listening, and they don't mention it, but I guess they will give you the downloads so you can listen to songs on your phone in a place where there is no internet, like for example in subways or something like that. What is cool about Spotify is that they feature a duo plan, which is a plan for two people. So this is like for you and your friend, or you and your girlfriend, you and your wife, and so on, whoever you choose. This is cool. What is also cool is that for the student plan they give you also Showtime and Hulu. I don't have subscription for these two. They are video streaming services, but it is cool that they have it. Also, interesting feature for the family plan is that they block the explicit music, and they give you also Spotify Kids, which is a separate application just for kids. Speaking of YouTube, they also have student plan, and if I remember well, they also had this explicit music blocking. YouTube Music gives you less plans, just 3, but gives you just the essential features. Ad-free, download and go, and also the regular YouTube Music player will still play in the background when you lock the phone. As for Tidal, I actually tried it for a while, but I don't have subscription at the moment. I also don't have subscription for Spotify right now as well. From the get-go, Tidal was the platform pretending to have the best audio quality of them all. If this is true, I do not know. I guess it is. I'm not an audiophile, so I cannot say anything here. They have 4 plans actually. The student is 50% off. Hi-Fi Plus is, oh wow, direct artist payouts. Up to 10% of your subscription is directed to the artist you listen to the most. To the most. So if I listen to 10 artists and the most I listen to 3 of them, the rest don't get 10% of my subscription. This is what it looks like. Anyway, Deezer have 2 plans in general. Deezer Premium and Deezer Family. Price wise, for individuals, YouTube and Tidal comes the cheapest because they come at $8.99 US per month. However, YouTube comes with the cheapest family plan, only $13.99. Then comes Spotify and the rest. So far we have the prices of YouTube, which comes the cheap. Speaking of features, something very important. When you choose a platform, you choose not only for the price but also for the catalog. This is the same as playing video games. When you are choosing your video game platform, you choose based on what games you want to play. If you want to play Mario, Zelda or Pokemon, you go for Nintendo. If you want to play Uncharted, you go for PlayStation, and if you want to play Halo, you go for Xbox. The same same applies here. The platform with the widest catalog would be a clear winner for you, probably. However, I know that most of you do listen only to the most popular songs, so really whichever platform you choose would not really matter to you. Still, let's take a review at the features of the platforms. Spotify is the most popular platform at the moment, I know that. It comes pre-installed on some phones. I know that most of you already do listen to it. Standard features of all platforms is that you have, of course, account control, homepage, search button and library. In the search button you can perform a search for a song or an artist. In the library you have all your playlists and favorited artists and songs. Some platforms actually have a separate place for the favorited songs, and as in the case of Spotify, these are all my playlists here. These are the playlists that I created. Important to mention, they actually differ speed-wise. There is right now a brand new TV series on Netflix called The Playlist, and the playlist is actually TV series, only one season, it won't be renewed, about how Spotify was created. So if you are a Spotify fan, go and watch it, it's actually really good. These are the series that I talk about. So only 6 episodes, only one season. It is 2022 and it's really well done. I really recommend you to see this. This is the story of Spotify. Enough for the playlist TV series. Let's go back on Spotify. Basically, the interface of Spotify is made of squares everywhere. Everything that they want to show you, with little exceptions, is some kind of squares. And this is really what I don't like about this platform, because it's just a huge array of squares. There is no clear separation between them, like what they are. There is a little label, but when you just scroll, it all gets messed up in front of your eyes. This is what I dislike, because this makes it messy for me and I cannot find what I'm looking for here. Maybe you don't share my opinion, but this is my opinion. At the top we find the recently played artists. Then we have the today's biggest hits and some suggestions for me. We also have podcasts. I don't listen to podcasts, but I know some of you do, so that's good. The labels are clickable, so when you go to today's biggest hits, you have another array of squares of the today's biggest hits. Basically, that's it. If you go to the search, you have recent searches and you have the new releases right here, which is one of the many new squares that you are bombarded with. So when you go to the new searches, you have new searches. You can click show them all. Did you count how many clicks I did to get here? This is why I don't like Spotify. It's messy. You have to go a little bit in the menus to find what you want. Otherwise, it's not bad. It does have huge catalog of songs, including artists which are not already that popular. So for example, SDI is the first metal band that I started listening to, and you can see they have enough. We can go to another cool metal band. See, it's a good selection. Can go to some artists which are not popular at all outside my country. Well, this one was popular in Russia in the past. It's a Bulgarian artist, so decent amount of content. The good about Spotify is that it's popular, and this is the fastest platform of them all. If you watch the TV series The Playlist, you will see that the goal number one when they were creating Spotify was the speed, and I do fully agree. Spotify is the fastest platform. So you click somewhere, it just reacts. See how fast is that? It's really fast. And yes, it's already pre-cached also in the browser, but if we look for something, you will see that it's fast. See, the content is already here. That fast is it. So if I click play, you will see that it's really fast. By the way, the only thing which I cannot find in Spotify, but maybe this is my problem, is that I cannot find the music videos. Maybe there are music videos. Maybe there is a way to see them, but I cannot find them. Spotify and YouTube give you a way to connect even from the browser to Bluetooth speakers or your TV or something like that. Basically casting. So you can cast the sound to another device. And this is cool. You have volume control, playback controls, and the song timeline. Another thing which nearly all platforms give to you are the lyrics. But The thing with the lyrics is that there is a new feature which I wasn't aware of, is that some of the platforms, and Spotify is one of them, give you the lyrics in a karaoke style. So you will not hear the sound because I will cut it. I don't want any copyright disputes with this video. But what you will see at the screen is that the lyrics actually follow the vocal as the song plays out and highlights the currently sung lyric. So if you are a karaoke person, you would be able to sing along with the song. Now, again, you will not hear the sound of the song. This is the song Barracuda from Heart, but you will see how the lyrics will progress in the form of a highlight.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
See, this is what I talk about. As the song progresses and the vocal sings new line of lyrics, they are highlighted for you so you can sing along. This is really cool. I love it. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have it, but I think Deezer did have it. So this is a new feature, the sing-along way of how the lyric progresses, so you can karaoke. It is great, and that's the thing. Problem is, what I don't like is that if I want to see the cover art for the albums, it doesn't show me in a big screen. We can like the song from here, we can do picture-in-picture. Now, what Spotify does have is that they have separate application, even for Linux. If I click here, see, Spotify for Linux, and they give you installation instructions even for, it's actually only Ubuntu and Debian, as I can see. I guess it could be made playable on other Linuxes, but anyway, we are on Lubuntu, which is a version of Ubuntu actually, so there wouldn't be a problem if I install it here, I guess, but I will not install it because I don't listen to Spotify. Basically, these are all the features of Spotify. The thing is, the music platforms are not just for listening to music, they are also music discovery platforms. So this means that I'm, let's say, listening to these guys here and I want to discover similar bands. They will recommend me somewhere similar band. Let's actually look for them. Okay, Blue Tangle. Discography, featuring, and fans also like. So this is the music discovery right here. The suggestions of artists similar of the artist that currently I'm listening to. They give me suggestions, so I can, out of interest, click these, and there is a possibility that I will like some of these actually. However, the music discovery is done in two ways. One is that these are the suggestions that I get from the platform, but the other is the new releases. So from the new releases, which are periodically checked, I can see what I like, and maybe there is something new that I will start listening to. But the problem is these are a little bit messy. So basically, the bad thing about Spotify is everything looks messy. You scroll and it's just squares, and looks messy to my eyes, and this is why I don't listen to Spotify. Basically, this is everything about this platform. Now we will go to YouTube Music and we will compare it to Spotify. Initially, YouTube Music was called Google Play Music, but right now Google Play Music and Google Play Movies are integrated into the actual YouTube. So here, when you open YouTube, you will see YouTube Music. Here, your movies is actually YouTube Movies. YouTube Movies basically is a video streaming platform just as Netflix, but it's not subscription based. It is a platform where you buy or rent movies. This is country specific, not that all of you will have it. In my case, you will see also that it says premium here because I have YouTube Music, but I have actually YouTube Premium subscription. I will not discuss this right now, but when we click here, it opens this screen. And this is actually YouTube Music. Now, the thing here, everything here looks better organized, because actually in Spotify there is no organization at all. There is just something like organization, but here there is an actual organization. So we have moods, we have listen again, so these are things which I listened to last time. My library, similar to Nightclub. So Nightclub is a band that I adore, and they give me suggestion of bands similar to Nightclub. I will check this suggestion later because it looks interesting to me. Another suggestion similar to Metric. Metric is a band from Toronto, Ontario, basically Canadian band. If you remember the movie Scott Pilgrim's versus the World, and the song of Envy actually is a song by Metric, the Black Sheep. We have suggestions from the community, new releases. The new releases are immediately here on the front page for us to see it. So they are meant for us to be here to see it and to click it and basically to do a discovery. This is good. It doesn't ask me to click and dive into the menus of arrays of squares. It's just here for me directly to see. Premixes made for me, another suggestions and some quick picks and suggestions and more suggestions. At the top, so here is the cast button. So I can connect to Bluetooth speakers or something like that. Search, library, explore. As I said, the new releases are here, but they are also here. So I have different, very clear ways to me to find the new releases. Search does what is suggested to do, and library are my playlists. It looks a little bit messy at first, but here we have sort buttons. So we have playlists, or yeah, these are filters, or songs, or albums, or artists. Now, as you notice, this is not as fast as Spotify, where everything is just immediately displayed, but still is not that bad. The search is very simple search field, nothing to show. I already showed you the library, forgot. As you can see, the library can be sorted. Recently added, recently played, recent activity. It's a cool feature. If you click explore, these are new releases, charts, moods, genres, and so on. Basically, you have clear organization here. So if you click the charts, it gives you also indexes. So for example, we can see that this song here, as the green triangle suggests, moved up in the chart. The red triangle suggests that this song moved down in the chart, and so on and so on. Also, when we start to play a song, we can immediately see the music video, because the music videos are integrated, because YouTube music is integrated with the actual YouTube. So, for example, let's go to a song and we can see the music video immediately. Let's pick something, the code. And she says Sanctuary. Now I will cut the sound of this. I will just display the music video and I will stop the playback.
Blah 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 blah. 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 Blah 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 blah.
Now one thing that I was showing is that the lyrics get displayed here. But unfortunately, YouTube still don't have the feature to progress in a karaoke style. However, we have a tab which shows related songs from that band and I guess other bands. Another suggestion leads to another music discovery, and this is good. So you saw how you can see the music video. From here you have a huge menu which is add to the queue, the library, liked songs, playlists, blah 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 blah. Spotify have something similar. Because this is a Google service, it integrates extremely well to all Google devices. So this means Google Screencast or things like that. And basically that is about YouTube music. As I said, things are extremely clear here, because actually my account is Canadian. We have specific suggestions from Canadian artists, including some Francophone artists, which is good for the people of Quebec or the Francophones in general. If we click it from here, new releases, we get to the same big list of new releases which we get from here. Oh, actually it looks a little bit different. Yeah, so it's here. Anyway, I think you clearly see that YouTube is better organized, and it does have a little bit different set of features. So if you like Spotify more and if you like the karaoke feature, this would be great for you. If you like speed, this is the platform for you. But if you like better organization, this is the platform for you. Important to mention, both YouTube and Spotify have a similar huge catalog. So catalog wise, it doesn't matter which one will you choose. But price wise, YouTube comes a little bit cheaper both for individuals and families. Price wise and feature wise, at least to me, YouTube is a clear winner, but maybe you are still a Spotify fan, that's fine. Now, one extremely interesting suggestion is Deezer. But before we go to Deezer, let's mention a little bit of Tidal. So I tried Tidal for a very short time just because my phone company gives me a free account, but I don't listen to Tidal. Tidal from the get-go started being the service with the best audio quality, but I'm not really interested in that because I'm not an audiophile. Tidal have a little bit smaller catalog compared to YouTube and Spotify. So go to Tidal if you are an audiophile, but in any other case, go to either Spotify or YouTube or Deezer. Finally, let's go to Deezer. Deezer is the most interesting platform of them all. This is also the platform with the coolest design, just because watch. There are some custom graphics here. Everything is separated a little bit different and it's just interesting to browse it. I actually have a trial subscription which expires in few days, so this is why I wanted to make this video today, because I wanted to do it before my trial plan expires. But Deezer is the most interesting platform. It's not the fastest. It doesn't have the best catalog. However, the catalog is very much comparable to Spotify and YouTube. And however, Deezer have very, very cool graphics. See, we have first a suggestion of moods. Then we have some suggestions made for me, mixes, favorite artists, and so on and so on. But here we have very cool graphics for some other suggestions. So they notice that I like lo-fi, and we have some categories. Immediately they give me the new releases here. It's not very quick to find, but it's still findable on the front page, and more suggestions. They also give me clearly separation by genres. Huge spotlight for the artist of the day, obviously. And now something which is cool, before it wasn't available. Let's see where it was. So YouTube does have it as well. Charts. Yeah, it was here. So let's say this is the chart for Canada, because my account is Canadian, but I can check out any other country and I can see the chart for this country, and this is cool. And Deezer give it from the get-go. So I can not just browse the charts for different countries, but I can actually make a selection which are my favorite country charts and then display it on the front page for me. And this is great. Otherwise, the menu is not very rich here, because we have podcast as a separate category, explore, which I guess are the new releases. We will click it in a minute. Favorites, and we have favorites here. Now the player is not very feature rich, but it's good. And the coolest feature that they have are the quizzes. So this is basically a game embedded into the platform. You can have it on your phone as well. When I saw it, I couldn't believe my eyes that they put a game in the platform. When you click this, they give you a selection of genres and themes. For example, Imagine Dragons, BTS, or Disney, or that kind of stuff, and interesting suggestions of collections right here. And you can actually have a musical quiz. It is really good. I will do a demonstration, but without the sound, so just watch me. When I click a wrong answer, it will also show me which is the good one. If I click the right answer, it will just show a green selection. Basically, let's click soundtracks. And these are the rules. 10 questions, 30 seconds each. The fastest you reply, the more points you get. That's it. Let's go. I will cut the sound.
Blah 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 blah. 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 Blah 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 blah.
Okay, 10 out of 10 right answers, just because I'm good at soundtracks. and I scored really high, and I can play again the same quiz, or I can challenge a friend. How cool is that? Really cool. And the coolest of them all is that they give me a full list of all the tracks played, and they give me the scores that I score for each track. I can like each track, I can play each track again, I can listen to it. So this is another way to discover music. How cool is that? Deezer is the coolest platform of them all. It's not the fastest. Maybe the catalog is a little bit smaller, just a little bit, than Spotify and YouTube, but how cool is that? It's extremely cool. Speaking of music discovery, what I noticed is that Deezer is extremely good at suggestions. So it does suggest me really things that I like. It is very good, speaking of electronic music specifically, this is what I noticed. And generally, it's really cool platform. Everything is clearly separated. It's just easy to find. What is this? Notification. Don't stay on your own. Oh, I guess I can add artists here. What will happen? Okay, and so what? Just artists to be more personalized recommendation. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. So what happens now? Yeah, obviously I'm huge Milking fan. I do listen to metal as well, and basically I listen to a lot of stuff. So what happens here? I don't have notifications. Maybe there is nothing to notify me about. Okay, cool. But this is a cool feature. And yeah, so I tried to compare the amount of content of each platform, but basically they don't differ that much right now. Still, YouTube and Spotify do have more, but sometimes Deezer have more, depends on what you're looking for. My verdict so far is Spotify is most popular and the fastest. True. Google comes the cheapest and is better organized than Spotify. Deezer is the coolest of them all, but it's not that cheap. It looks like YouTube is in the middle. You go either for speed or for cool or for cheap. This is exactly what it is. So the speed, the price, and the cool. The speed is Spotify, the price is YouTube, the cool is Deezer. This is how I will categorize. And I think so far I'm completely right. Now, what if you are not a top 40 person? What if you like indie? What if indie is what you actually preach and breathe and dream? Then you go to Bandcamp. And Bandcamp is free. What you do on Bandcamp, this is not a subscription-based service. What you do is that you actually buy music here. You can still listen to music that you didn't bought, but basically it is about purchase. So this is the platform of the indies. There is everything here. There is electronic music, there is guitar music, there is everything, but it is mostly for indie music. So this is for music which is off the beaten path. These are artists which are totally individual, and if you're into this, then this is your platform. So there is not much here. Account control. Here is what is currently selling, upcoming Bandcamp live streams, new and notable, and Bandcamp daily. So everything here is carefully curated. My collection. What is my collection? Yeah. This is something that I actually purchased. Music by Anna Bauer, which is the soundtrack of The Love Witch. This is a movie. And New Horizons. I actually purchased this in a store, but they had a code with which I could unlock the digital version here, which is cool. When we click the flash music feed, what is my music feed? So these are things that I'm interested in. And from here I can buy, I can add to my wish list, I can play. It is very interesting, but is not for everybody. This is not everybody's taste. This is for people who love indie. What indie stands for is independent music labels and artists. So these are people who can afford the looks to do whatever they want because they are not bound by the rules of the major labels. And that's why you can hear a lot of interesting music here. They have application for phones. It works well. So I do recommend this platform a lot to you. Now, additional to mention, Beatport and BeatSource. These two platforms, I don't have account for BeatSource, so I will show only Beatport. But these two, basically very different breed. They are mainly targeted towards DJs, but still they feature plans for individuals. So Beatport can be yours at €9.99 per month. What you can find here, so first of all you see a shopping cart because they encourage you to buy. If you don't buy, now I don't have a subscription again. If you don't have a subscription, if you press play, they will play only a portion of the song, what is highlighted. If you have a subscription, again, I guess you can play the entire song. But this is a different breed of platform because this is not built for speed. If you click somewhere, you will see this is slow. This is, especially today, is very slow. See how much time it loads. Come on. Should I make myself a coffee? Come on. Yeah, loaded. But again, this is not made for speed. This is made for purchases. So this is why you have different interface here. You have different metrics. So you have not only the time of the song, but you have the BPM of the song, which is how fast is the song, because Beatport was created from the get-go for dance music, which means electronic dance music, techno, trance, house, and so on and so on and so on. There is also other type of music, so you have the Afrobeat, you have electropop, breakbeat, and so on, including disco, but dance music in general. That's why you have the BPM, which are the beats per minute, and you have the song key, which is G minor for this song, because this platform is targeted primarily for DJs. So if you are a DJ, you buy music here and you play it live in your set somehow. I am not familiar with exactly how. Maybe it integrates with Ableton Live and so on and so on. I don't know. But they also have interesting other things to sell, like tools for DJs, for example, cool vocals and so on. Different things which are not of interest of the regular user. As I said, for the regular user, if you pay €9.99 per month, you can listen to music. But what you get here is the cream of the electronic music. And you have much more electronic music than any one of the others, because this is made for electronic music. You have charts per genre, you have latest releases per genre, and so on, because this is made for a very, very different purpose. Now, if you are into electronic music, I do recommend that you subscribe to Beatport. There is also BeatSource, which they claim is a little bit better. I don't know, I've never seen it, but I read that BeatSource is not only for electronic music, but is more for the top 40 DJs, but still targeted mainly for DJs. With this, I would like to finish my review of the music streaming services of 2023. And again, the verdict: you are an indie person, go to Bandcamp. You want the coolest platform, go to Deezer. You want the fastest platform, go to Spotify. You want the cheapest platform and basically the middle of them all, YouTube. music. That's my verdict, and I think I'm very much correct at the way that I showed it to you. I hope that I was able to help you to choose the best platform for you or the right platform for you. I'm open for suggestions, and if you like this video, please do click the like button and subscribe. I hope that I was of assistance to you and to anybody out there. If you have any questions, please do post below this video. I will try to answer. As for now, January 30th, 2023, I am already tired. I'm Stray F. Thank you for watching and staying with me. Bye.